My dear leaders, for the past few weeks, I've been helping people to understand the importance of self-awareness. And I can tell you this, even for myself, before I could understand the importance of self-awareness, that if I don't know me and someone else know me more than me, I am in trouble, right? Likewise, you're in trouble. If somebody knows you more than what you know yourself, you are going to be in trouble. Because I use this example of being a puppet on a string, and think of it in this angle. Someone knows what triggers you, right? They always, and especially if they're trying to sabotage you, or maybe they're just jokingly, whatever it is their intentions are, I would say that be careful that you know what trigger you first. Because like the puppet, someone says something, you gone off, right? Something they say that you don't like, you're going to react, right? And if you're not aware that, you know what, this particular thing upsets me, this particular thing triggers me. It could be somebody, it could be something, it could be whatever, but you know what it is. And I can tell you this here too, is that we do have a lot of triggers, and all of us have different things that gets us angry, things that we don't like. However, it's knowing it is one. So being aware that these are the things that triggers me. And then the next part is that, are you planning for these things? Because something I've kept repeating is that we don't have control over other people. All you have control over is yourself. And so when others do things, it's easy for you to blame them, that it is their fault, as they cause you to be like that, or did whatever you did, right? And instead of planning, knowing what are the things that triggers you, and plan how you want to respond. So reacting is something happened, and whatever comes out there, you didn't think it through, and that's a reaction. Response looks like you give yourself time, calm down, think through it, come up with the most or the best way of how you can deal with it, and you respond to it. It's two different things. And many times when we give ourselves enough time between the trigger and the response, we do have a different result from when we are triggered and we react right away. So just think about it in that angle. How well do you know yourself, right? How well do you know yourself? Do you know all the things that gets you upset? And if you know them, do you ask yourself to why do you get upset? Do you ask yourself, where did that come from? Is this who I want to be? And this is some little bit of self-coaching, to ask yourself these questions and then answer them. Is this who I want to be? Okay, yes, I may fail this time here. I reacted. This is not who I want to be. But then start thinking future here now. It's going to happen again. What do you want to do when it happen again? Right? It's a choice, and it's you choosing all the way. You're choosing whether you want to react, whether you're going to respond. You're choosing how you're going to do it, and what you're going to say, what you're going to do. Those are choices you're making. No one is making you do it. You can choose not to do something if you don't want to, right? And I'm talking about you, what you have control over. There are many things that you might argue with me on that point there, and that's okay. I'm talking about you, because you have control over how you want to respond to any situation. Think about it. If you want quick exercise, sit down and write down all the things that triggers you, and then come up with a plan. If you don't know what to do, and maybe just find somebody trustworthy, that you can share some of your plans with, and Let them help you to think it through as to if this is, how you would like to come across. And if it's not, then don't do it. Come up with a different plan. There are always multiple ways to do something. So think about it and come up with your plan of how you want to respond to any situation that triggers you. Know yourself. You gotta know yourself to grow yourself, and that is so important, or else you will be like a puppet on a string that anyone can play you, and you would just react to anything. And you'll see many of that in society right now. Some little thing triggers somebody and they react, and because they don't know any better, they don't stop to reflect who they want to be. And if you're okay with showing up and looking mediocre, you're showing up and playing the ASS, that is your choice. Nobody made you do that. Okay, so I come in peace. I always say my name means peace, and what I'm saying to you is to help you and not for you to take it personally, but to think about it. You want to be the best version of yourself, then look at how can you improve yourself. And simple little things, by reflecting what gets you angry and why is it getting you angry. Do you want it to keep getting you angry? And how do you want to respond, not react? Okay, share this video with anyone that can benefit and to think through this. Share your thoughts. Share also if you're vulnerable enough to share maybe something that really triggers you, and how do you plan for it? How do you want to respond? So maybe others can actually learn from you too, some of your strategies that you use to help you calm down and to think things through. Take care. See you in the next